Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Experience the Trouble, the podcast where real truths, real stories, and opinions clash. I'm your host, Kowski, and buckle up. We're about to get into the troubles. So, the trouble starts now. Hey guys, I'm your host, Kowski, and today's guest star is Clutch.
Yes, Lord.
How you doing, Clutch, today?
I'm blessed and highly favored, brother.
That's great to hear you. You know what we talking about today?
What are we talking about, brother?
Some hot takes.
Go ahead, shoot me.
So let me ask you this question.
hmm
Like, what is your most craziest story, situation, or opinion that you got for me today?
My brother, you gotta be specific. I've been through hell and back. I've been through hell and back
You've
so
been
many
through hell and
times.
back? So, we out here in Houston. So, what was the most interesting thing that happened today as we went our separate ways for the day?
So today I met this beautiful woman, and to be honest with you, I was just trying to take a shit. I ain't gonna even much hold you. I told her, "Hey, do you know where the bathroom at?" And she told me, "You got beautiful eyes." Coming from a woman from Houston, that's big because in
And also
Florida,
very common.
or no, in Florida, only thing they want to talk about is cash app and how much money you got. But it's the fact that she was very polite. I was like, all right. She waited for me outside the bathroom. I kid you not. I don't know why she waited outside me outside the bathroom, and she was like, "All right, did you enjoy yourself?" Yeah, I took a shit, but then I told her I ain't gonna lie to ma. You look real beautiful. Like, let me take you out on a date. So let me just get your number. And she was like, "Oh, you just don't ask a girl number on the first date. You ain't even give me your name." And I told her I was taking the shit and you ain't had to stay right here. But then I got her name. Beautiful. Her name is Chanel. And I took her out on a beautiful date. And
Where did you take her?
I took her to the Museum of Illusion. We took pictures. Yeah, I gave her piggyback rides. Everything I paid for, even though she paid, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna pay for you." And I'm about to say, I ain't that type of person. You
She
can deal
sound
with
like a
them.
sugar mama to me, to be
Well,
honest.
if you wanted to deal with a little boy, you should have picked one of them Houston niggas. But I'm a man. We deal with that shit in Florida. Like, we got our own shit.
Yes,
So
sir.
she even tried to offer for some food, but I'm like, nah, baby. I know how to cook. I got you.
Well, that's crazy, bro.
It's
Y-
life.
Sounds like every time you travel, you always find some type of queen or something. But in Miami, you only find the scrap metals. You know what I'm saying?
All I could say is my wholeness activate in Miami, but my husband material activate when I'm out of state.
Okay, so what do you do in Miami, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, I do freelance, I do Uber confessions, I go to parties. I'm the life of the party. I will, pick up girls, throw them on the floor. Like don't get me wrong though, like I ain't going to the gym like I'm supposed to, but back in my days I picked up walk squat 360 pounds, but now my legs ain't that good. I have to ask God for a free trial before I pick up a girl. I ain't gonna lie.
You said 300 pounds?
360.
Wow.
Yes,
So,
squatting.
have you ever picked up a woman that was like 300 plus pounds or something?
I picked up one that was, I believe she was 330, and
330.
she was 330 pounds, and I lift her up.
Where was this?
It was at a carnival. No, this was at a Juve. So what happened was,
Miami Juve?
yes, yes, sir. So what happened
Wow.
was, I was picking up different girls. The next thing you know, she said, "I bet you can't lift me up."
Shit, I know I can.
So I was like, "You're not going to disrespect me and tell me some bullshit like that." So I lifted her up. Like, it was just only like one pickup. So then that took energy out of me because I ain't drinking the water. I was dehydrated, so I fell on the floor. So no, correction, I lay down on the floor. I'm not going to crease my shoes. So when I lay
This
down
man
on the
showing us how
floor,
he did it.
oh no,
This sounds like greatness right
oh
here.
no, it wasn't greatness. It was awfulness. I told you I've been through hell and back, so I'm on the floor laid down. I'm like, all right, let me just get back up. This drunken hippo was so freaking big. She fell on my ankle. Mind you, I'm doing like this because I'm about to get up. So I'm about to get up. She fell on my whole ankle and I rolled over. I said, "Oh, you fat ass bitch." I was out of commission. When I say I was so out of commission, I caught a Charlie horse. My ankle was messed up. It was the fact that a girl gave me one wine. If for y'all don't know what a wine is, that's when she's twerking on you. She twerk on me in slow motion, and as soon as she popped that ass, I fell to the floor and I could not get up.
Oh man.
I had to use a branch as a walker. I had to ask security, "Can you guys bring me to the car?" I had to go to my homegirl crib, which is a nurse, to give me some muscle relaxer. That shit ain't work. And next thing I'm laid out playing Uno with my homies on the chair, and I'm laying on the floor, and I'm saying, "That fat bitch done got me. She done got me that time." I
Sounds
ain't gonna
like you
lie.
learned your lesson. That's what it sounds like.
No, no, no,
I
no,
know
no.
me.
No, I recovered. I came
I'll
back.
take a look and I'll be like, yeah, I know my capabilities.
I don't know
And
shit.
my capabilities is under 250.
I don't know shit. I don't know shit. I picked up a 6'5", 292 stallion. She was on my neck, and yeah, I passed out, but I got back up. And she's like, "You see, you could have died, but I didn't though." Held him back.
Sounds like you're trying to do a round two of that tall stallion. That's what it sounds like.
Hey man, anything for the LeBron James project.
So, for my viewers, what is the LeBron James project?
Okay, so I'm 6 foot, and I prefer women that's probably 5'7" and plus. But I only attract girls like 5'3" to 4'11". And I got all the genetics. I got 6'5" people in my family. I got linebackers in my family. The only reason I don't have it is because my genetics is basically saying just go to the gym, but I choose not to. So
So, you haven't been going to the gym? So, you seem like a slim man. Don't tell me you're slim fat, dog.
hey man, whatever my muscles feels like doing, it's gonna do.
That is crazy, bro.
So it's life.
Life is crazy. So let me get a hot take about this trending topic.
Go ahead.
100 man versus one gorilla. Do you think you have a chance of fucking up a gorilla?
100 men can beat a gorilla.
Why?
Let me name people. Brock Lesnar. That's one person right there. I need a UFC. I need some UFC. I need some UFC. Oh, give me Mike Tyson
Let
in
me
his
tell you
prime.
this, dog. You don't get no options. You just get some random 100 people. It's a random selection. You just know you're part of the random selection.
I need 100 people. Okay, so let me tell you. I need 20 men from Haiti, 20 men from Jamaica, 20 men from Asia. So so we're already at freaking 60 right now.
60,
20
right?
people from Africa, and lastly,
Don't forget the Samoans, dog.
Man!
You have to bring the Samoans.
Listen.
They're natural gorillas. Dog. You gotta be real with yourself.
Listen, I see 2 of them at the dang security. We only 20 of them. We can use 5, but I'll take 20 of them too. Yeah, the gorilla ain't gonna stand no chance. It's out of you're gonna be cooked. You're gonna be turned into an animal. Well, you're already an animal. You're gonna be turned to a cat. They're gonna eat your monkey brains, or they're gonna beat on you so bad that they're gonna do some cannibalism things to you. And I no Diddy, but from what the Asians say that gorilla meat is good, no Diddy.
Yeah, no Diddy for real. That was a little suspect,
That's
but
why I say AA. But the Asians do. That's what their business is, man.
okay. Because let's be realistic. So let's think about the human nature. If if you're the first 10 to go attack the gorilla and you see somebody get their face caved in, I'm not gonna lie. I would think twice before bringing myself in that situation.
First of all, this is why I gotta say the first 5.
They murdered.
No. The
They
first 5,
murdered.
they're going to get their face torn off. But the next 5, I'm pretty sure the gorilla's going to be like, you know what? Let's give you a little light skin. Yeah, you look good. You're going to get fucked to death.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. The gorilla probably go see most of these motherfuckers and be like, "Damn, I gotta fuck." But I'm like, "Damn, ain't gonna be me because I'm probably gonna be number 100." You feel me?
Shout out to the LBGT community. We're going to just need one of them to take it for the team. So whichever one was at the Diddy party that could take more than 10, hey, go ahead. The gorilla's
Oh, bro.
gonna make your day. So, hey, somebody's gonna get. Hey, at least I know one out of the 100 people is gonna be living with the gorilla.
Man, the first 25 Dunskies. I'm not gonna lie. They done.
Oh yeah, they're done.
They done.
Oh, they're done.
The next 50, They probably gonna bruise him up a little bit,
Nah,
get him a
nah,
little
nah, nah, nah,
tired.
nah, nah, nah. But whatever. If it come from the islands that I'm talking about, no, they're someone's gonna wind
You
up dying.
see, I would have faith if we can coordinate an attack. But everybody gonna do their own thing. The Haitians and Jamaicans gonna be like, nah, bro, we got this. You
Oh
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah. They're gonna fight each other before the gorilla
Exactly.
fight them. Yeah.
We're probably gonna be down 40 people by that.
Man, just give us our natural born tool of machete. Yeah, that gorilla. I don't care how much strength force you have, but
Nah, we're not gonna get no weapons. It's not gonna be fed for gorilla, dog. Kirby people gonna chop the motherfucker up, dog.
okay, then just go be chopped up. You act like one of the Haitians gonna be like, "Oh, let me gouge out your eyes," and a Jamaican's gonna be like, "Oh, that's some nice teeth you got. Let me go put them things out." Next, you know, boom, you ain't got no teeth.
Shit.
And them Asians no pressure points because I had them do some masseuse on me. So yeah, one of them definitely finna get fucked up.
I just can imagine the first Zoman get punched in the face. What?
No. But you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna come back and say, "Oh, I got something back for you." He's gonna come back flipping, and guess what he's gonna do? After that, shit.
And what turns into goat?
Hey, shit. That curry goat, shit.
Then the Jamaicans gonna eat him up, dog.
Shit. Them got some Guyanese and shit. Hey man, listen, they gonna make some fire ass curry goat.
But if the Samoans go first, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna sit back and watch.
Oh man, I ain't gonna let the Samoans go first, man. I'm gonna feel bad for the gorilla. We have to jump the Samoans. I'm not gonna even lie to you though.
Because they probably gonna beat his ass. And
Beat his ass, man. Please, they gonna wear him. They're gonna wear him.
I could just see it now. I'm not gonna lie. They just go up. The gorilla punch one of them. They like, we didn't feel shit, dog. You cooked. I'm not gonna lie. You cooked.
You ever seen a Samoan fight before?
Oh, bro, I seen them. Bro, I had one in my middle school, dog. Bro, remind you in middle school, everybody like 4'5", 4'11". Probably like tallest is like 5'9" or something. This motherfucker was 6'5" in the middle school, bro. 250 pounds, fat, probably muscle under that shit, dog.
I met a Uber customer. He was a UFC fighter. I forgot his name. He was Samoan. I tried to take one of his dumbbells out the car because I told him you could just get in. He was chilling. You know, he was smoking. I accidentally, this nigga had sandals, mind you. I accidentally dropped a dumbbell on him.
On a UFC fighter?
On this nigga, yes.
You crazy?
He was in my front seat. We was just chilling. I was just getting the dumbbell. I'm on my 5 stars. Fuck you. I'm on my 5 stars. So the dumbbell fell on his foot. And I'm like,
you better get your ass whooped.
I was like, damn, there goes my stars. He was like, don't worry, bro. It's not a problem. It's only like 50. It's just not a problem. And he just lifted that up and just smiled.
So this man had 50 pounds fall on his feet, and he didn't give a fuck.
6'8", 300 and probably 80 pounds, and he was built like a fridge.
That is wild. Just for an average person to just drop 50 pounds on their feet, they done for the week. They're done for the month.
This nigga,
I'm done today.
This nigga shook my hand. It feels like the same thing how Will shook Shaq hand. This nigga basically just tried to grab up my damn hand. I was like, I ain't gonna try to fight. I'm gonna shoot you. That's the only thing I can do. I can shoot you. I can't fight you.
He ain't bulletproof, I'll tell you that.
Bulletproof shit. Magnum.
He can lift them.
Desert Eagle. Shotgun. Give me a Glock. Give me a water gun. Don't matter to me.
I don't think the water gun gonna make any difference. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit, Lakers in 5. Shit, I don't care. I don't care. Somebody's finna get wet up. Shit.
That is crazy, bro.
That's life, bro.
Life is crazy. So tell me, what is your most interesting moments in your life?
I have a lot of interest. You got to put a label on. I got a lot of interesting moments.
All right. What is your best travel story? Something that you can never forget. Take your time.
All right, so I'm gonna do this. So this quick one I did. So this was a travel story by myself. So what happened was, I got out of a bad relationship with this girl from Chicago. Mind you, Chicago girls are the most toxic, most lovable women. So with me, it's crazy. So anyways, so we got into a little domestic violence, and I wound up going to jail. I bailed out, of course. Just to go. I actually told them to bail me out because I had to go to my little sister graduation. If it wasn't for Dad, they wouldn't have found me. That was in Miami. I was basically on my way to Boca Raton. You was not go find me. So, anyways,
That boy sounded like he was on the run.
so anyways, man, I ain't gonna tell you what I did, but I left her bad and bloody. I left her bad and bloody. I ain't gonna lie. So, anyways,
It sounded like you ate her out during her period or
we're
something, bro.
hey, we're not gonna talk about that because my files are still pending. But anyways, so I was on Snapchat one day and the girl was like, "Oh my gosh, you look handsome." I'm like, "Yeah, appreciate you, love." She's like, "You got any kids? You got a girlfriend?" I'm like, nah, baby. I'm just chilling. She's like, "How big your dick is?"
What?
I promise you.
Just
She,
like that?
hey, I'm gonna tell you where she from. So I was
Where's she
like,
from?
I'm gonna tell you. So I said, yeah, it's a good size. So I said, you're not in Miami. Where do you live?
Where she live?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. I don't know. That's
She lived in Atlanta.
huh.
So
Gotta be careful when it
hold
comes
on,
to
hold
Atlanta
on, hold on.
people. I
So
tell
I
you that.
asked her.
Undercover.
So I told you. So she was like, "Oh, if I was with you right now, I'll suck your dick." And I said, "I ain't got a problem with fucking with you, but you got to prove to me that you're 100% biologically a woman."
Hmm.
So she showed me a picture with her titties out, covering her pussy. I said, "No, I need to see everything." So
That's just not enough.
so wait. No, so she showed me a picture of her titties out and her pussy, and I said, "That's not enough." So I told her to grab a fork in her left hand side, do the peace hand side with her right hand side, and close her legs like this and shit. And yeah, she did all that, and I said, "I'll book my ticket right now," and I booked it. So when I booked that ticket, I seen her. First session, we seen each other. I fucked her.
Just like that.
I fucked her. Yeah, yeah. I fucked her.
That was fast.
I fucked her. I fucked the dog shit out of her.
Sound
And
like she
then
sound like she wanted you bad.
too bad I didn't.
Let
Too
me.
bad I didn't.
Damn, you just fuck just to fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I get it. It happens sometimes.
It happened.
Sometimes when it's just free, you just gotta, you just gotta do it.
Yeah, but it wasn't really. I mean, it was good. I could say, yeah, I flew to Atlanta just to chill and vibe and fuck, but I was just chilling overall.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the audience could relate to that. You're just having a moment like you didn't really want to fuck, but you just gotta fuck
When you
because
know
it's
you
right there.
got game and you got game and you can just do it like the Nike sign.
What you gotta remember, not all pussy is good pussy.
Oh, trust me, I know that. The last time I smelled some bad pussy, I was driving my car. I had some cologne. I had my girl in the car. I just had some Gucci cologne, and my car started smelling like catfish. And I sniffed a pussy, and I said, "I ain't gonna lie though. It's either I take your ass back to your house and you wash your shit, or we break up, or I gotta take you ass to the hospital." And she was like, "That could be your upper lip." And I told her, what I just ate right now was some avocados. I ain't eat no fish. And I know what catfish smell like. Baby, that shit straight up from the bayou. That is some nasty ass shit.
That is some nice shit. You know, I remember that reminds me, bro. I could tell you a story, bro.
Go ahead, tell me.
So I remember I was dating this one shot in college. She said she was a virgin, so I'm thinking like, okay, she fresh. You feel me?
These hoes ain't loyal.
These hoes ain't long for real. Cause when it was time for me to get down to bed and fuck, I'm in that shit. But then I start smelling some shit. I said, why the fuck it smell like some boiled eggs in this motherfucker?
Gentlemen, before you go ahead and engage in getting some pussy, do the 2 finger rule.
What's a
Put
two
it
finger roll?
put it in, twist it, sniff it. If it smells spoil, run away.
Mind you, I'm in college. This is my sophomore year of college.
I don't give
I don't know none of these
I
type
don't
of
give a damn
rules.
if you in kindergarten. You
I
don't do
just
that
know
shit.
I got a carport for people that are not Haitian condom. You feel me? So it's like I was hitting that shit with a condom. I was not hitting that shit raw, but still, that thing smelled like boiled eggs when I was hitting it from the back.
Bitch, she got a UTI after.
Shit, I did not. I got tested because When I smell some boiled eggs, I'm like, I'm not in no fucking kitchen, dog. Like that shit crazy.
Yo, you dangerous.
I ain't dangerous. I like to play it safe, but when a motherfucker tell you she a virgin, you expect her to be fresh, fresh at the market.
if I smell some spoiled milk, I definitely ain't make no damn cereal with that shit.
Boy, I knew she probably was hitting some other nigga. Cause what motherfucker tells me, "Oh, I'm about to go to the beach with my ex"? Like 2 months in, I said, "I don't give a fuck. It's your ex. I don't care. Yeah, fuck before. I'm with you now. You ain't going to no nigga the fuck at night at the beach. We just friends. That's some bullshit."
So I got a story about that.
What's your story?
So I almost got fired from work.
What did you do, bruh?
So let me tell you what happened. So I met this shawty from a carnival, and she was 6'1". She said she wanted my time. She wanted to spend time with us together. I was like, okay, cool. So fast forward, we told we go meet. I said, yeah, we gonna meet Saturday. We finna go to the beach. We go chill. Man, it's going on Friday, and I'm caking up with her. My boss just standing there, and then I'm just like, "Hey, yo, hey, don't worry, I'm gonna see you later. I see my boss here." So he just looked at me for straight face, and I get my heart just dropped, and I'm just like, "Why the fuck is this nigga staring at me? Why this man staring at me?"
He probably like you.
No, it was even worse. So I said, "What's good, bro? What you need?" He put his hands on the shoulder, and I said, "No, God, please no. You gotta do a double." I said, "I don't want to do a double." He said, "You better go talk to your boss." I go call my boss and say, "Do I have to do this?" Somebody called out. You can't find another one. You can walk out them doors and be terminated, or you can stay here and get a regular day off.
Shit, what did you choose?
I'm traveling, so I still had to be employed. I cried. I cried. It was the fact that one of the inmates got out, gave me some toilet paper, and said, "Go ahead and wipe your tears with this shit." And I'm just like, damn. So, anyways, the next day I had the day off. I met up with the girl at night, and yeah, she was good, but then I kept on smelling red flags. First red flag is she was mixing some Hennessy with some Four Local.
Four Loco and Hennessy.
She mixed Four Local with some Hennessy, and I just stared at her. I'm just like,
Man, Four Loco crazy. I had my experience with Four Loco.
shit.
That's that blackout drink.
Down, I ain't want no part of it. The next thing you know, we went to the beach, and I fucked her, and I'm like, damn, I almost got fired for some whack ass pussy.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
So the pussy was whack. When I said shit was
not all
whack,
good pussy is good pussy.
I know,
bro.
I know. And when I said that shit was whack, I'm like, they ain't have no smell. It was none of that. We even touched the water yet.
She didn't have that gorilla grip, huh? That shit wasn't wet like the ocean.
Man, please, man.
That shit was dry like the desert.
After that, it was the next day, and I said, God, I need redemption. Went to the new beach. I just went there just go chill, man. And a thick ass girl, them, she kicked me in the face.
Why she kick you in the face?
She said she ain't see me.
So she sweet chin music your ass?
She sweet chin music me in the water, and she said, "Oh, I'm drunk. I'm sorry." You kicked me in the face. What the fuck?
How tall was she for to kick your ass?
She was not tall. She was literally like where you're at. I'm just passing by. She just kicked me in the face.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. If she's not that tall and she kick you in the face, bro, she had the intention to kick you in the face. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause ain't no way somebody 4'11" kicking somebody 6 foot in the face.
I cursed her out. I was like, "Damn, man, you fucking kicked me in the face." And she like, she's sorry. I'm like, "All right, it's okay." So when she said it was okay, she started giving me a kiss. And she said, "I never done this before." Stop the cap. Stop the cap. The next thing you know, she's like, "Do you like the way my titties feel?" I was like, "They feel nice." Then after that, she's like, "I don't want you to think I'm a hoe or anything."
She sound like a hoe to me.
And I'm like, the damage is already done. Like, what you doing? So then she was like, "Oh, Oh, I'm sorry. Just feel unexpected. Man, she slipped my dick up her pussy, and I was fucking her in the water while a Mexican guy was giving me thumbs up like this with some Corona, like this. You good, Poppy? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Shit, let me just catch this nut. After this nut, you know what she had the nerve to tell me?
What she told you?
We both got to seek therapy.
That is crazy.
And no. What's crazy is she said, "You're just a life lesson. You don't exist.
I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna hurt myself if Dom told me that shit.
You're a figment of my imagination." And I
Shout,
told her, "Yeah, you're right." And I still got my nut.
it
I
sounded
was
like
like,
she lived in
I
the
still
Lulu
got
land.
my
I'm not gonna
nut.
lie to you, dog.
No,
That's some delusional shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't question. She said we both need to seek therapy, and I'm just a figment of her imagination because she just got out of a
Psych ward.
8-year marriage with her husband, which is white. Fuck her best friend, and they went out on a cruise.
Probably the best friend looked better than her. That's why he was probably plotting on that shit.
I don't give a damn. They ain't got shit to do for me.
True, but still, that is some crazy shit,
Only thing I told her is you on plan B? I'm on plan B. All right, cool.
bruh. You be living these wild ass lives, dog.
I told you people don't believe me until they see my stories, and I'll just be like, this is true.
Yeah, I wouldn't believe you at first either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, like I said, the truth is in the pudding. But go ahead, ask me any other things you want to ask me, brother.
Shit. Let's see. Cause you live the crazy life.
Okay.
You live the party life.
Mhm.
You're a freelancer who does Uber.
Yeah.
So let's dabble a little bit about your Uber confessions. What is that all about?
Uber confessions is you come in the car, smoke a blunt. I already know. Shout out to my YNs that do fraud, and they give me some weed or some paper or some grinder or some of that good drinks and shit. Come my car, confess your sin. Anything that you want to talk about, I won't judge you. You my kid in my car. You my brother. You my sister. You are my child. You are my niece. You my nephew. Express anything you want to express. I won't judge you at all.
And sometimes they're really that comfortable to just open up like that.
Yeah, they do.
Wow. So what is the craziest confession that you've ever heard in your life?
Ugh, craziest confession.
Because if they believe they safe in Uber confessions, imagine in this podcast.
I got two. So I know one of them is going to support it because she do OnlyFans. So I had a customer. Her name is Alien, and
Why you call her alien?
you go find out. So she does OnlyFans, and she basically was in a car with a mask, with a Hello Kitty mask.
The fuck?
And she like to get choked on, chained on, and everything like that. I did some content with her. So
OnlyFans content?
yeah. So anyways, she basically was changing stories. I said, why they call you alien? She said that she went behind a porta potty and there was this hole. There was this hole, I guess a glory hole, and she gave the nigga a blowjob. And the nigga liked that shit so much that
He said it was out of this world.
he no. He paid her to do like $1,000 to do some freaky shit. So
The
she
fuck?
basically ate his ass, suck his gooch, and go ahead and suck his
He paid for this shit?
hey, I don't judge her, and she went ahead and deep throat him, and they're basically like, oh, it's just regular head. No. She had him um
Balls deep?
handcuffed, not handcuffed, like the porta party's right there. So you know how a tree is like
This is
right
one
there.
kinky ass
So
nigga.
no. So you know how the tree's right there. I'm telling you a whole bunch. It must have been Coachella or some fucking
That sounds like some
fire
Coachella
festival.
shit,
Hell,
dog.
could have been Ultra. So
Maybe Ultra for sure.
she told me that she was positioned like this, and all she kept on doing was sucking his dick, and he begged to stop, and she said, "Keep on screaming, I love it, quiver, quiver, quiver." I had to Google what the fuck quiver means, and that means when you done bust a nut and you just do like you just doing the shake, but she's still going in, and he can't kick her off because The tree's right there, so
She's a soul snatcher. That's what it sounded like.
Snow Snatch, man. She living her best life in Georgia right now. She just made some contact with another nigga with dread hair. And I was just pouring champagne on her, and she told me that she want to suck my dick while pouring champagne on her and shit. And man, listen,
Wow. That is so crazy, bro.
and my other story was
I'm lost.
I picked up
And
this
I'm
little,
speechless.
I picked up this little dyke, but I thought she was a boy because I said calling her bro. I brought her to the Shell gas station. She said, "Unc, do you want anything?" I said, just give me some water. She said, no, do you want anything? All right, give me some grabber, some raw papers. Fulfill the grabber first and go ahead and give me some crackhead, which is a lighter, and give me a torch too. She bought all that stuff for me.
That shit's crazy. The first time you
And
like just gave me some water. The second actually like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna run your pockets.
it's hell yeah. I haven't asked for a damn ashtray. I about to say, well, this shit I was asking, I should have told her to go to the smoke shop. But anyway, she told me she just did fraud. She wanted some weed. She had some bullshit ass weed. She had some grass. She had some reg. I gave her to get some loud. She was smoking up in the car. I felt comfortable. I said, "You my princess. You my little princess in my car." So we was discussing Uber story. She was pissed off at her cousin. Her cousin stole her girlfriend.
Wait, what? Her cousin?
Her cousin stole her girlfriend.
Is this a guy or a girl cousin?
The girl cousin.
Damn. So your girl cousin stole your girl. This is why you can't trust family sometimes. He'll fuck you up right behind your back.
But that wasn't the fucked up part though. I'm glad I don't know the girl name, but the cousin had gonorrhea
What?
and HIV. She gave something to the girlfriend.
Damn.
She let niggas hit. So them
Damn.
niggas have them shits too. And
This is why you should wear a condom. You gotta be protected, you guys.
Prove my point. Prove my point. And I'm like,
Because
didn't she have a smell? She had an odor, but niggas still let her hit because she liked to go to functions. Where's the function?
it sound like
Where's
she
the
was
function?
funky. That's what it sounded
Well,
like.
yeah, funky as fuck, but
Funky at the functions.
from what from my princess customer told me, 20 niggas caught something. 20 niggas. The other ones I
She's in
don't
a
know
porno
about.
or something? Cause she out here just letting that pussy go loose.
Don't know. I don't know nothing.
She
about
letting
that.
them legs
I
fly.
don't know nothing about that. That's why I'm just like, all right. So those were my two crazy ass stories with the girls. Yes. Yeah, that's all I could think of.
Wow. Wow. From OnlyFans to funky pussy. That is something that I have never heard in my life. Hey, Clutch, do you have any socials that you want to get out there so the public can follow you, possibly?
Nah, I'll give it on the next episode. Right now, only thing I got to tell you is believe in yourself, know your self worth. Oh yeah, for the people that's going through depression, let me go ahead and tell you something. People comes in your life for a season. You have good people, you got bad people. The people that just want stuff from you, yeah, their season's finna go. They're gonna go away. For the people that want to stick by your side and be rooting with you, they're gonna stay here with you until you die. Only thing I gotta tell you is I don't care what the next person is doing. I don't care about how much move somebody else is doing. I need you to focus on yourself. Because peace is the number one thing that you want from this world, but you have to have inner peace with yourself.
Amen.
I was just telling this couple about marriage, and I was telling him, you're the structure, you're the whole building, but she's the foundation. If y'all can't come together, your house is not a home, it's just a house.
Oh,
If you
speaking
want
of
to
nuggets,
go ahead and embrace yourself, please go ahead and make sure that the person you're doing it all for is the one that you want to spend yourself um for a long time with. And I know I'm talking, yeah, I know it's good to have different women. It's good to have fun and everything like that. But marriage is something very important. It's a sanction in front of God. If you know you want to be built for something and you want to sacrifice everything, just like the Bible said, you have to go through a lot of embarrassment to reach your goal. So what I'm saying is you have to cut off all the lazy slack. You got to cut off the people that's not there for you. You got people that never wanted your interests. You have to all let them go. Let them go. Because at the matter of time, this is you. A ship. That shit got holes in it. Yeah, I know. It'll be smart for you to fix them holes. But them holes finna get bigger. And it's staying stagnant right here. It's gonna drop soon. It's gonna drop soon. You got to figure out how are you going to go ahead and save yourself because you'll keep bringing that problem with you. It's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on sinking. And when it sinks, guess what's going to happen?
What's gonna happen?
You're going to wonder where it all went wrong
Wow.
because you chose not to let it go. Their baggage is not your baggage. You came in here alone. You're going to die alone. Make yourself happy and do things for yourself. And if you know, and if you're wondering whether or not this is good or bad, ask yourself this question: would your mom and your dad approve of what you're doing right there? And I don't care if you ain't grow up with a mom or dad, you grow up with big mama or uncle and all that.
Or your legal guardian.
Or your guardian, your kinfolk, don't fucking matter. But just say, if I love to see this person happy, why would I want them to go through all of this that's going to hurt themselves? I've been with customers that want to commit suicide, and I just talk with
Wow.
them, and we just have a normal conversation. I will stop my whole ride just to have a conversation with you. And I've done that multiple times. And it takes one talk to basically say, I ain't gonna do that, I ain't gonna try that no more.
Sounds like from your crazy story, you have a lot of wisdom that you learn from every experience.
Of course, man, like with everything I go through, the only thing I always have to just tell myself is I gotta be great for myself. That's how I used to think, you know. But then now, God rest her soul, the only person I want to be great for is my daughter. That's the only person I want to be grateful for because I ain't like I said, I live a crazy life. I ain't have the best baby mama, but I got her tatted up on my chest. But the only thing I know is if I'm finna build a great empire, I'm gonna have to stay focused and me finding that woman. I gotta find a woman that's wanna be here for a long time, long term, to just be in a quick season.
Sometimes it's hard to find those good people in our lives.
That's why you have to find yourself, and that person's gonna come for you. God will always be there for you. If you could go look for him, you could say you lost, but God will always be there for you.
A lot of the times, you just gotta act. You just gotta pray about it.
Praying is one of the best therapeutic things you can do. Everybody want to be like, how? Why does this have to happen for me?
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. Yes, yes. I know I was supposed to have a beautiful daughter when I graduated in front of my dad's birthday on the cemetery. Yeah, I made a whole bunch of money, more than $90,000.
Ninety thousand
But
dollars. Wow.
yeah, I was actually a mil, like I was close to touch. No, I did touch $100,000, but I had to look to myself. I was depressed for 6 months, saying, "Damn, I had everything ready. I had a whole bunch of stuff ready. My Amazon list had like more than 500 things." But then when I was talking to my baby mama at that time, she was just more so like, "You want to do things for our kid, but you want to do stuff for me." And I'm just like, "You're doing drugs while you were pregnant. I can't trust you." And she said, "If I can't have you, can't nobody have you."
Damn,
So,
that sounds like some crazy shit right there.
so she told me that she aborted our child during Father's Day.
That
And
is some evil shit.
she was 7 months, 7 and a month, half, 7 and a half, basically 8 months pregnant.
And she just chose to abort it in
She
her
she
particular
she
way.
says, "I can't have no woman be with you, but me. So I'll make sure I take away your happiness."
Damn.
But like I said, I live every day that like I have a daughter. So that's why I treat my nieces and my nephews good. Yeah, like I could say I got a whole bunch of money. I could do all that, but I went to the strip club, had sex, went to raving parties, go ahead and took trips out the country just to come home to just cry at night saying, damn, I wish I could have been a great father to you. That was at the one time I said I'm not clutch as I thought I was. And I started crying. And I was like, dang. But
It's
then
crazy.
but then I had to lift myself up, talk with my spirit, and my spirit was like, you know you was not meant to sleep with her. I told you not to sleep with her, but you did it anyway. Yeah, you depressed, you gotta go through embarrassment. You gotta lift yourself back up. Yeah, I lift myself back up. Yeah, paid off my car note. Yeah, got some tattoos. Yeah, cashed in $80,000 from accidents. Yeah, go ahead and buy my sister a new car. Yeah,
That was
buy my
nice of
nephew
you.
nieces some good stuff too. Yeah, go ahead and support my sister business and all that. Yeah, for all my friends that ain't have that much shit, I went ahead and paid for them to make sure that I got them right. Yeah, even though I missed out on my child being born, to replace that, I supported my homeboy in getting a ring for his future wife,
Damn
and they
news
wound
that
up
nigga.
having a beautiful baby together. And you know when he was born?
When? Father's Day?
No, nah, February February 22nd, 2022. Only thing I remember is 22222. But my numbers is 333. So it was 222 for them. So then, like I said, I don't care if how good I'm doing. Only thing I know is my greatness goes up in somebody else's presence, and I could just smile and basically be like, "It wasn't meant for me, but it was meant for you." God had to show me a lesson, but I'm watching my goals be dealt with in somebody else, so that puts a smile on my face.
That sounds great. Sometimes you're not able to like reach your particular goals, but just to see it happens in like a different person's life story, always gonna make you feel a little bit better, you know?
If I haven't went through hell, then I wouldn't be here right now. And who knows? I'll probably be in the bad predicament where I'm with a woman I don't want to be with. I got to be worried about what you're doing with my child. I got to worry about a whole bunch of things. But
You also have to remember diamonds are made through a lot of pressure. So
and you got to remember, some diamonds aren't real. They're cubic zirconian and they're fake. They look good, but they're not good.
yeah, but you can tell just because they weren't under the same type of pressure that a real diamond is. You will be able to understand who's a diamond and who's just zirconium or that fake ass diamond. You feel me?
Man, at the end of the day, you just got to know your worth. And to avoid any toxic energy, just go ahead and say no. And you know what? And you know what was always funny? They
What?
always said you can always say no, say no, say no. I'm basically they talking about sex, and you know when somebody about to be raped, they be like, "Oh, say no, no." If you know that person's not for you, no.
Sometimes you can just tell by the vibe. The vibe is always gonna tell you something.
Someone could could hold up a facade for more than 3 months.
Sometimes you just gotta wait after the 3 months. That's all it is.
It would just be easier to say no.
But sometimes that no can turn to a yes.
That sounds like rape. That's
Nope.
what I was gonna say. No.
I don't mean it like that. I mean it as in sometimes you can meet the person and they give you the
If
best
the
of
if the
facade
frequency
forever.
if the frequency is not there,
That's what I mean by vibe, bro.
say no.
That's what I mean by vibe.
All right.
Not no rape shit, dog.
Say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all I can tell you there.
Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, Lord.
And since you don't want to share your socials, it's okay. It sounds like you're going to be a reoccurring guest on this show.
Hey
So,
man, I'm just here for the plot twist.
yeah, probably the next episode could be a plot twist about your life stories or things that has happened.
I got too much for you, brother.
Don't worry, we're going to have more coming on. So,
Tune in.
tune in.